For a long time, I was not confident in relationships and I was not confident dating, and I hated how it felt. I was super anxious, and it's because my self-worth at this time was low and it was dependent on the approval of others. So if a relationship didn't work out or if I got rejected, it unleashed a river of pain for me because I thought, is there something wrong with me? Am I not smart enough? Am I not pretty enough? Why can't I get a relationship to work? And so the work I did was I wanted to change that narrative. I wanted to feel good dating. I wanted to feel good in relationship because I thought, isn't that the point? Like, shouldn't you feel good? So I dove into personal growth, and the first thing you really need to get clear on is truly understanding that it's not personal. That's a lot easier said than done, because I'm sure you've heard before someone say to you, it's not personal. So you just want your feeling to match that. If someone doesn't choose you, it could be many factors. It could be timing. It could just be different taste, or you two want different things. Some people, they like strawberry ice cream. Other people, they like vanilla ice cream. And think about the times you've rejected someone else. It wasn't personal. They just weren't your taste, and that's okay. Someone else will like them, right? They're just not your taste, so it is not personal. One thing you can do immediately to start feeling better about yourself is affirmations. And you could either say these to yourself in the mirror, or you can write them on Post-it notes and stick them around the house everywhere. Some of my favorite affirmations are, I'm good enough. I've always been good enough. I am lovable. I am important. And a lot of these feelings that I had stemmed from childhood when I didn't think I was important or all that stuff. It's always childhood stuff, right? So besides the affirmations, I'm sharing that one with you guys because that's just an easy thing you can start doing today. When I dove into personal growth, I read books, I went to seminars, I went to therapy, and it's a process. It's not overnight you wake up one day and, oh my gosh, I feel confident, I feel good. It's a work in progress. So be really gentle with yourself. It could take years. When you're doing personal growth as well, sometimes you do get those breakthrough moments where you break down those stories like, oh my gosh, that's totally not true. It's totally not true. And then you feel really good. Those are always fun. But remember to be patient with yourself because it usually does take time. And with the affirmations, it's funny because when I met my husband, my now husband, the first time he came over, he saw these Post-it notes stuck everywhere, including in the medicine cabinet. You open up, there's a Post-it note there. So he called me. He said, okay, miss, I am good enough. And he thought it was really cute. But prior to meeting him, I'd say about a year before I met him was when I started to feel good dating, where I really understood like my head and my heart match. Like if something didn't work out, I might have been disappointed. I think that's a very natural thing to feel, but my world did not come crashing down anymore. And I remember how good it felt when I just put myself out there, because I understood if I want to create the relationship of my dreams, I have to put myself out there. So that's the most I can do. How someone responds to that is out of my control. But I felt good that I could just confidently just put myself out there. That felt really, really good. And that's all we could do in life, right? Is just try our best. So that's the first thing you can do is work on your confidence. That's like your self thing. And then another part of it is also, who are you hanging around? Because I do think that it's easier to be confident around some people than others. My husband is the least judgmental person I have ever met, and he is also the most patient person I've ever met. And it's really easy for me to be myself around him compared to someone who might naturally be more judgmental, more critical, not patient, give unsolicited advice and opinions all the time, or even if like the look on their face is just naturally disapproving most of the time, that doesn't feel good to me. So I make a conscious effort to not hang around people like that, at least not in my close circle. I mean, I've done enough personal growth that if someone were to criticize me, I do understand that it's not personal, but I think having to brush things off all the time is really exhausting. So I choose people in my life that give that ease. And so it's my husband and my best friend April. She's a great listener. And I think most people, we could be judgmental in our own ways, but April and I, we talk and we communicate very similarly. So I just feel like I can be myself. So before I met my husband, that was a nice blueprint for me. I should feel like how I feel with April. That's the self-expressed, relaxed version of me. That's how I want to feel. So that's another thing to consider, is who you're hanging around. And if you're already in a relationship and you feel like you're not confident or you can't be you, really decide what is most important to you. Is it more important to you that you can be the self-expressed version of yourself where you're living your truth and you feel good? Or is it more important to you to be an unconfident version of yourself, a smaller version of yourself, just to keep the peace and maybe keep the relationship? Because the truth is, a lot of people, they are scared to become confident or live their truth or say what they want to say, do what they want to do, because they're scared that they might lose someone. And that is a possibility. You might lose people, but what is more important to you? For me, my truth trumps everything. As scary and as painful as it might be, I think it's more scary and painful to not feel like I could be myself. That was a big part of my childhood. I felt like I couldn't be myself without being criticized, and it just didn't feel good. It was really painful. So you decide what's more important to you. And you're never in control of how other people respond to things. You never are. But again, all you can do is try your best. And I feel like life is short, so your goal should really be to feel good. I mean, I would think that's what most people would want. If you like these videos, please hit subscribe, hit like, leave a comment to it. I would really, really love that. And check back for more videos if you are more of an Instagram person. My Instagram is cchang&co, and you could shoot me a message there.